But this isn't
Thank
a
you.
business of like taking all the notes and then doing it one day. This is a business of like listening and then acting and learning along the way. So the sooner you understand that and just start and jumping in and trusting us, because that's a lot of what we're going to talk about, might be a little scary, might get you out of your comfort zones, but like that's almost the sign like, okay, I do need to do this because that's where I'm going to grow. And that's where like I'm going to do things differently and probably see different results than what I would have done. So Kayla is going to take it away with the very first number one job that we have. So I'm going to mute myself and let you take it, girl.
All right. Hi, guys. I guess I see so many people on here I don't even know. So if you don't know me, like she said, I'm Kayla. I still feel like a brand new coach, honestly. I've been doing this for a year and a half, and I'm going to tell you that don't get overwhelmed by these calls at all, that we still don't know what we're doing either. So if you have questions at all, speak up. But I'm just going to talk to you kind of to be a product of the product. And to do that, your number one job is to take care of yourself. You know, how cool is that, that self-care is number one? And it's not just physical self-care, but it's mental, emotional, everything above, you know? So you need to be digging into your workouts. You need to be drinking your shake, your pre, your post, all of the above, reading your personal development. And I promise you that you're going to see results. You're going to see so many different transformations. And there's a couple reasons that you want to be a product of the product. I kind of hate saying that for some reason, but so to do that, like I said, you need to drink your shake. You need to be doing your workouts, because if you're not doing that, nobody's going to want to join you. Nobody's going to trust you. They're not, I mean, if Brooke would have messaged me and I didn't see her doing that, there's no way I would have bought into any of this. I wouldn't think it worked. None of that at all. So you need to show that you're living a healthy, fulfilling, fun life, that these products do work and they're making you mentally and physically stronger. Second thing I kind of want to bring up, and it kind of sounds cliche, but you need something to share on social media. People love to see your before and afters. I'm honestly kind of terrible at those, so I need to be better about it. But yeah, they love to see those. And if you're not comfortable, say, posting in a swimsuit or your sports bra, that's okay. You can even do like a face side by side. I know Brittany, she's great at doing those. And something I was thinking of too, I wish I would have been taking pictures of even like my hair. Sorry, I have a little one up. Even like my hair or my skin and stuff, because after drinking Shakeology and collagen, like my hair is so much stronger. So I don't know how you take pictures of that, but it could be any transformation, you know, just show it out there. Show how much like this helps relieve your anxiety. Show that you're happy and healthy. What's up, buddy? What do you need? Sorry. Okay, go poop. Sorry. All right, I have no idea where I was. Anyways, take those photos, because I promise people are going to want to see them. And yeah, that's how you engage with people, is posting those photos, sharing your journey, showing that it's a healthy lifestyle, and people are going to want to join that. The last thing I kind of want to touch on is personal development. And I'm embarrassed to say this, but honestly, probably for the first 6 months of my journey, I didn't think I needed it. I didn't believe in it. I thought, who cares? Who needs it? But it is so fulfilling. It just lights a fire in your soul. Like it gets you going. You're not motivated every single day to get up and get moving. You need something to motivate you. So that's what personal development does for me. Like Brooke mentioned, we're going to be doing that book club. I think it's called You Can Have It All. So we'll be starting that here soon. For me, I do a lot of stuff on my phone, Audible. So I'll download a lot of the Audible books that I can listen to on my way to work, because I have an hour drive to work and back. So I'll listen to that, or I'll listen to the National Wake Up Call. I'll get on the Beachbody Champions, listen to a lot of those calls as well. There's so much good information out there that you can also listen to if you can't sit down and read. But personal development is huge, because like I said, this is also a mental journey and not just a physical transformation. It's all of the above. So yeah, like I said, do your workouts, drink your shakes, read your personal development. It's all going to fall in place. People are going to see how happy and healthy you're living. They're going to want to join you and be right there with your by your side and join this awesome group of ladies. Because we have a good tribe and we're all upbeat ladies. Who wouldn't want to join us, right? But yeah, that's all I really have. Sorry for my pooping kid.
That's awesome. Okay. No, I think we can all relate. I mean, and this is like the prime time they do it because it's when they should be in bed. So
Yes.
totally. Okay. I think Brooke is up next. Brooke, are you there? There's a lot
Yes,
of Brooks on our team, by the way. So
so many Brooks.
just find a Brooke to do this with you and know that you're gonna be good. Because that's what everyone.
Absolutely. I love it. Every team needs a Brooke. So yeah, I saw a lot of names too come on and I'm like, oh, I don't recognize everyone. So that's always super exciting to see new coaches. My name is Brooke. It's Chicola, but I'm on Facebook as Brooke Catherine because I'm actually a police wife, so I don't put my middle name out there. But just going off of Kayla's too, personal development, you guys, is huge, huge, huge. I have been coaching for a year and a half. And that first year, I felt like I relied so much on the national wake up calls, team calls, listening to the coach sneak peeks. I feel like over and over again, because there's always something that I learned from somebody's story. And I love just hearing other people talk about their coaching journey. And this is really your business and for you. So maybe you walk into this and you feel like, I mean, you're walking into this with some awesome upline coaches. So that's pretty awesome. But a lot of people come into this business and may not have that upline coach that is really providing the tools for them. But there are so many other tools, and personal development is really where you're going to, start to build your self-confidence in this business. And just know that there's so much out there and that you guys are also on an awesome team that's providing stuff like this for you. So yay. I'm going to be talking a little bit more about social media and how we leverage that as kind of our storefront and run our business. So the first part is your coming out post, which I know sounds super scary when you think like coming out. And when I look back on my journey, I don't even know if I did like an official coming out post. Like I had one after I had done my first program and had my first transformation, which at the time I thought I needed to have that in order to post, which is totally false. You do not. You want to do your coming out post as soon as possible because this is you opening the doors to your store. So luckily for us, we don't have to purchase a store to run our own businesses like a lot of people do. We have social media. So your coming out post is letting people know, hey, I'm here. This is what I'm going to be doing. And people are going to know that they can come to you versus going to somebody else, because if somebody else is sharing, they're going to go to them if that's what they need. So you want people to know, your friends, your family, people on Facebook or Instagram, whatever social media platform you're using, you want them to know that this is a journey you're going on and this is you and you're going to be coaching so that they can go to you when they need it. So how are you going to write this post? First step is finding your why. So it sounds so scary. We're not here to talk about Beachbody, Beachbody. I'm a Beachbody coach and I'm going to share all the products and talk about Shakeology and Energize and sell you a bunch of products. You're telling your story. And that is the beautiful thing about our job, you guys. And this is why I fell in love with coaching, because I always looked at these companies and I was like, I don't want to sell a product. We are not doing that. We are sharing a lifestyle that has impacted us in some way, shape, or form, and having people join along with us. So finding your why. Why did you sign up to be a coach? Like all of us, everyone that's here has a reason, whether it's to, lose some weight, whether you saw the income opportunity from your coach and you want to make money for your family. Maybe you want to stay home. Maybe you want to pay off your debt. Not everyone is going to have the same why. So you need to figure out why you started, and that's what you're going to be sharing in your coming out post as that first post that you're making to the world. So everyone has a different story. there is a document in Heart and Hustle that kind of gives some really good ideas of what these look like. Just don't get too wrapped up in that, you guys, because you need to be yourself and authentic. Because the one thing that I've learned, and the quote that I love, is if you try to talk to everyone, you're talking to no one. So really finding your story, your why, and sharing that, because the people that you are going to start connecting with that are going to become your tribe are going to see that and see themselves in your story. So it's really important to use everything that we have when it's invite scripts, whether it's coming out posts or other post ideas, to use that as kind of a base, but find your own voice and really share your story, which is really kind of fun. Once you start getting into it, you start learning who you are. I feel like when I first started, I was like, oh, maybe I could try this and try to be this kind of person, or oh, maybe I could try plants. I suck at plants. Like, that's so not me. Like, I had to find who I was for myself. And now, you know, almost 2 years into this, I have people daily talking to me how they don't like to do their laundry or give me laundry tips. It's amazing. So, and those are my people. So share your story, share your why, you know, what is driving you to coach? What results do you want to see? What results have you already seen? Transformation pictures are great. If you don't have a transformation picture, use a picture of yourself. This is a time where you're going to use a picture of yourself. You know, you don't want it to be just your kids or your dog, because this is you. This is people are going to be working with you, and you want to show that. So then kind of going from the coming out post, your store is now open. Now it's time to run your business. So every day you need to be showing up on social media, just like you would be showing up to your own store. If you were to open a business and purchase that business, you are showing up every day. So that is posting every day and sharing to your stories. So because if you're not showing up, people aren't going to see you. And there's all these kind of algorithms on social media and stuff too. So the more that you're sharing, the more people are going to see as well. But you want people to see that you're open, you're ready to go, and you're ready to help some people. So this is where you kind of go into the 5 pillars, is what we talk about. Like, what are you sharing? Before I mentioned, we're not using like Beachbody lingo, Shakeology. You know, you can say, you know, you're using your superfood shakes, you're showing your workouts, but you're also sharing other aspects of your life. I love when people say, I don't have a story to tell. I always say, you have to be 18 years old to be a Beachbody coach. So you have 18 years of life experience before becoming a coach that you can pull from and share. So this is where, you know, you're sharing your interests, where your kids, your hobbies, like what makes you you. And that's where personal development comes in handy too, because if you're feeling stuck on that part of your life, that'll help bring some of that out for you and what your interests are. Engagement posts are huge. I feel like that is my most favorite thing to do now. You ask somebody a question on social media, you're going to get 100 people messaging you and commenting. If you say, you know, I'm doing a challenge group, I'm starting this day, come join me, which is great. You need to do those call to action posts too. They're super important. And then you follow up a day later with an engagement post. Like, that's where you're going to really start talking to people. So all of those posts are super important. Inspirational posts, you know, sharing something that has inspired you. Oh, sorry.
Can you explain what engagement posts are, just really quick?
Oh, yeah. When I think of an engagement post, I just think of a post that engages your audience. So if you're asking like some sort of question or leaving it open for people to respond, like I talk about laundry a lot. I remember doing like one post on laundry, like, what are your guys' biggest laundry trips? Because this is what my house looks like right now. Or even like, you know, what would you choose in this situation, A or B? Or I just had a baby a month ago. So I did a lot of posts on like, what are your kids' names? Or, you know, were your kids born early or late? Or how much did your kids weigh? Let me tell you, if you're a mom and you're connecting with other moms, like people love to share that stuff. Like, oh, my kid was 8 pounds, I was due this day. Like, share your labor story. I did one of those posts and I had tons of people share their labor stories. So thinking of like engagement posts, babies are just on my mind right now in laundry because I'm looking at it. But like whatever like you guys think that would be important to you that you can share with. I know we have a lot of people on our team, you know, that are, you know, believe in God, like, you know, sharing like that kind of stuff and engaging and just asking questions. Because when you start asking other people about themselves, like they're going to start opening up. And that's when you're going to build those relationships and have those conversations. So did that kind of help, Brooke, with sharing what that looks like? Okay. I think I just only had a couple more things as far as examples, just pulling from personal development, you know, share what you're learning, being vulnerable, real. And honestly, there's so much stuff going on in our world right now. So, you know, sharing your story. There's a lot of people on our page, our team, that do an amazing job at this and sharing the real stuff that may not be so fun to share, but that people can relate to. And then putting that positive spin to it, because there's just so much going on in the world. So providing that light for people, I feel like, is our job. So it's really fun once you start getting into it, and it can be scary. Just know that the people that you are meant to connect with are going to see those posts and want to connect with you. And then eventually, you know, you start talking about health and fitness and what you're doing and what is that workout that you're doing, or, oh, you've lost that weight. Like, how did you do that? And then they're going to become your customers, potential coaches, and lifelong friends. So yeah, I'm going to pass the torch now because I feel like I talk forever.
Cool. I think it's me, right? Sweet. I'm Rebecca, if you don't know me. So I'm going to talk about Success Club tonight and the Success Starter program. And when I became a new coach, Brooke told me, if you want to build a business, you need to hit Success Club every single month. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to hit Success Club. And if you're a new coach on here and you've heard about Success Club, I think the biggest thing you shouldn't do is say, I'm going to try to hit Success Club this month. Because if you put it in your mind that you're just trying to hit Success Club, you're probably not going to hit Success Club, and you're going to make excuses for why you didn't do it. So I feel like if you want to make this a business, Success Club is a non-negotiable. There's going to be months like some of us last month where it like comes down to the last day and you're like, holy crap, I'm at Success Club 4. I need to get 2 more points, and you make it happen. And so if you don't hit it a month, it's okay. But the point is put in the action so that you can hit it. But let me just explain what it is, because if you don't know what it is, that would be helpful. So basically a few years ago, Beachbody looked at what were all of the successful coaches doing to grow their businesses. So some of the top coaches. And one thing that they noticed was that all of these coaches were consistently helping 3 people every month with the challenge pack, which is probably what you signed up with. And I think that's crazy, because these top coaches, they weren't helping 50 people a month, 10 people a month, just 3 people consistently every month. And that is so doable for all of us as coaches. We can do that. And so Beachbody decided, okay, let's create this program called the Success Club System. And it kind of has 2 purposes. One is it's just fun, provides rewards, prizes that I'll talk a little bit about. But 2, it's really a way to help you as a coach measure, am I even doing this correctly? Am I, building my business? It kind of helps you see am I on the right track? And so how you earn Success Club is you need 5 Success Club points every month. And so Brooke's going to share a slide in a little bit that shows some of the ways you can earn points, but the main way and easiest way to earn Success Club points is through a challenge pack, and a challenge pack is worth 2 points. So that's why we say if you help 3 people every month with the challenge pack, you're going to hit Success Club, because that will be Success Club 6. So you also really want to push, help people sign up for the challenge pack, and not just Beachbody on demand subscription, because for just the subscriptions, you don't get Success Club points for that. You get commission, which is nice, but you don't earn Success Club points. And it's not just oh, I want to do this for myself, but we all know that challenge packs really are the total body solution, because you're helping your clients not just get the workouts. You're helping them have the accountability of the boot camps, either Shakeology or the performance pack, the accountability, all of that nutrition plan. So it really is honestly the best option for what they're spending their money on anyways. Okay, so that is what you need. You need 5 points a month. And you might be thinking, oh, 3 people, that's super easy. I can do that. I know 3 people I can invite. I'm going to be honest with you. It's not usually going to be just 3 people you invite, they sign up, and you hit Success Club. There might be a month where it's like that, especially your first few months as a coach, maybe if it's like a sister, close friends. But really, like, most people aren't going to sign up for you the very first time you ask. It may take 5 times inviting them. It might take 10. A lot of us here can attest that there's people who will watch you from your very first day, and they're not going to sign up with you till 2 to 3 years later. Someone was pointing, Caitlin said that was her. So she's proof that, like, don't stop inviting people because they're still watching. They just maybe don't trust you yet. And that's why what Brooke talked about in social media is so important, because social media goes hand in hand with inviting. Because when you're a new coach, a lot of people they're watching you. You do your come out post, they're watching, they're like, what is she doing? You're building trust with them. They're probably thinking like, oh, this is just some fad. If I sign up with her, she might not even be here in 2 months, and maybe I'm not even gonna have a coach. Or they might honestly think you're gonna fail. So just prove them wrong, continue to show up on social media, but connect with them and invite them. And so for you, for your first couple months as a coach, that might be you invite 20 people a month. It might be you're inviting 50, 100. The point is, bottom line, start posting on social media, start connecting, invite people, hit Success Club. So the next thing.
You want me to share my screen?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
great.
Dang, I like that. Post social media, connect, invite, boom.
Yes.
What? This just sounds so easy.
For the magic 3.
Okay, so if you guys have not gone to our photo album section, and this is just in our Team Heart and Hustle page, Dana White, she's on this call, put together, what is going on here? This awesome new coach fast start guide. Like, it's gold. Let me make this bigger. There we go. So like, this takes you through basically all the stuff we're talking tonight. So like, go back to this, look it over, talks about social media, your coming out post, your commitment post. But I wanted to show you, so this is what Rebecca just talked about, Success Club. So if that was kind of over your head, come back, read about it. And then, yeah, Rebecca, I'll stop talking and let you.
Yeah, this is great. No, the fast start guide's amazing. So go work, Dana. Okay, so this just shows the different ways you can earn points. So first one, challenge pack, like I said, that's the easiest, most common way you're gonna get points. That's 2 points for challenge pack. Next up, Shakeology. Say someone has an injury, maybe they can't work out and they just want to focus on their nutrition, or maybe they have a gym that they already love, whatever, they want Shakeology for nutrition. That's 2 points if they purchase Shakeology. Then there's a few other ways that you can earn points. So Daily Sunshine, 2 points, Performance Line, 2 points, Beach Bars, the 3 package one, not just one box, but all 3, that equals 2 points. And then the last way is you can get 1 point. So that's how you can earn 5. Usually you don't ever earn just 5 points. Usually it's 6 because most of them are combos of 2. But 1 point is if they buy multiple products that are HD orders. That means home direct. So it's set up so that they would get it monthly. They can choose to skip or cancel the month, but that's what the HD orders are. And so that would be, say they buy a couple things like Energize or Collagen, or 1 pack of the Beach Bars that add up to 90 PB. That can give you 1 point. Also important to note, to hit Success Club, you have the 5 points, but you yourself need to have a personal order of 90 plus volume. So for most of us, that's our Shakeology. That's worth 90 PB, or it's the Performance Stack 90 PB. But like, honestly, if you're not using the products yourself, like the first thing we talked about was be proof of the product. So you should be purchasing something 90 PB either way, so that you're getting the results that you're telling other people to use. So the really nice thing is if you hit Success Club every month, that's going to give you enough commission to pay for those products that you're using, so that you're not losing out on money. Okay, so next up, I'm going to talk briefly about the Success Club trip. And this is what motivated me so much when I first started as a coach, because I heard like there's this trip that if you hit Success Club every month, most likely you're going to get to go and have it paid for. And so at first I thought like, oh, that's probably just for the top coaches. But literally any of you new coaches can earn this trip. I earn this trip, Brooke earn this trip. All the new, like so many new coaches earn this trip after year. And the way you do it is you hit Success Club, and each Success Club point is called like trip dollars. So it's kind of like fake money. I mean, obviously you've earned it, but like it goes towards paying for the cost of this all-inclusive trip, and you get to bring a guest. So spouse, friend, mother, whoever you want. You get to bring them with you. And so last year was going to be in Punta Cana, got canceled unfortunately because of COVID, but this year's in Riviera Maya. And like, there's already a ton of us who are going on this trip who have earned it. And we want you to be there with us. So if you haven't started thinking about hitting Success Club, you're going to want to start hitting Success Club because we're going to be on the beach drinking margaritas and you're going to have FOMO and you're going to miss out. So you should start hitting Success Club because we want you to be there with us too. So that's the Success Club trip. Next up, Success Starter Program. Okay, this is amazing. New coaches, very jealous because they kind of tweaked this program back in December. So the way you hit Success Starter is the first 3 months. No, sorry, that's how it used to be. To hit Success Starter is you need to hit Success Club 3 months out of your first 6 months as a coach. What it used to be was you had to hit it the very first 3 months you were a coach, and if you missed a month, you were disqualified, you didn't get to earn it. So honestly, 3 months out of your first 6 is so doable, and there's no reason why any of you cannot do this. So yes, you can do this, and these are some of the benefits of when you hit Success Starter. So one, you get a free ticket to Summit 2021, which is going to be in St. Louis. And normally that ticket costs close to $200. So you get to go for free. So that's nice. More money to buy drinks or workout clothes. Second, you get a spot in a test program, which is amazing. There's a lot of girls, not a lot, there's a few girls who hit Success Starter who right now are going through the 9-week Control Freak, which is Autumn's new program coming out in December. So they basically get to work out one-on-one with a coach. They get to test the program before anybody else. They get to see what it's like. It's super top secret. They're not even allowed to tell people. I'm not even allowed to know. Some of my coaches are doing. They're like, I can't tell you anything. And so it's a very secretive and special. So that's amazing. Like a few people got to test out 30-day breakaway before it came out. So if you earn Success Starter, you get to be one of those special people in the test group, which is amazing. A couple other things, you earn 25 elite points for our team, which is really cool because you're not just helping yourself, but the team as a whole. And then also, kind of like we talked about, naturally, if you're hitting Success Club every month, you're going to be earning more commission because you're selling challenge packs, getting people set up with things. So that's just extra money you have to cover the cost of either your products or to go towards date nights or girls trips or whatever you want to spend it on. So yeah, that is the Success Starter Program, Success Club. Super important. And so we really hope that you guys understand this. If you have questions, like reach out to your coach and ask them about it. But ultimately, like make it a non-negotiable in your business that this month, it's only October 5th, you're going to hit Success Club and it's going to be great. So that's it. All I have.
Sweet. I love it. And Rebecca, I still remember when I told you, it was like, you need to hit Success Club every single month. And you're like, okay. Okay.
I'm glad you told me. You were just like, everyone does, just do it. Okay.
So do what Rebecca did because it works and she's rocking her business now. So I am jumping on, I'll make this short and sweet, but I'm talking about Emerald status. So this is something that I just want you to have open ears because not sure how long you've been a coach, if you're brand new, if you've been here for a couple months, if you've been here for a year and you're not Emerald yet. Oh, I wanted to go to the slide. This is something, and I'm guessing if you're here, you're taking this seriously, or else why would else you be here on a Monday night at 9 p.m. when you could be doing a lot of other things? But you're here. And I want you to listen to this with open ears. And, you know, if it pushes you, if it makes you a little uncomfortable, like I said at the beginning of this call, this might be a sign that like you need to dig in and you need to trust it and go with it. So we have 3 ranks in this business. Diamond is kind of like the big one we push for. There's also Ruby, but the first one is Emerald. So Emerald we are a binary system. I know you guys see the picture. So when you sign up as a coach, you are at the very top of your organization and you have 2 sides. We're a binary system, a right leg and a left leg. So when you have 2 personally sponsored coaches under you, one on your right, one on your left, poof, you're Emerald. It's magic. It's awesome. So here is the benefit of doing this. Like I said, I'm not sure how long a lot of you have been coaches. Maybe you just signed up like last week with the challenge pack. And you're like, whoa, now I have to like help other people like get signed up as coaches. That might be a little scary. And I'm going to say, yeah, you need to trust us. You need to take this step if you're serious about running this business, because it's showing other people that they can do this too. And it's that one step closer towards growing your team. I truly believe that when you sign up a coach, yes, you're a coach, but when you open your business is when you go emerald, because now you open up all the ways you can earn. Rebecca talked a lot about earning commission from challenge packs. That's great. Commissions are great. I love commissions. I'll take them any day. But the bulk of this earning is team cycle bonus. And you can only get team cycle bonus when you are an emerald coach. So to do this, like, that's where you need to start. And I know it's a scary step, because if you've been around, you've heard this before, but the biggest thing you need to know is that you need to have one of those people be a controlled account. So a controlled account, this is actually a really, really cool thing now that I'm kind of understanding more, especially about other network companies, that like, they don't have this. Like, this is a really cool thing that Beachbody has, where we get to sign up either a spouse, a parent, or if you have a child over 18, you get to sign them up right underneath you, right below you at the tippy top of your organization. Because what you are able to do is you are able to one day, after you've kind of grown your own account, is you get to move over to them and grow their account. So that is why a lot of us have our husbands or our moms or dads or someone super close to us that is signed up, because even though we're not going to see that immediate gain, I know it's scary. You're like, I just bought a challenge pack. I'm just like getting into this, but you need to get someone close to you signed up, because you need to think long-term. And long-term is, if you're going to be here in a year and 2 years, that account, if you just give it to the first random person who signs up with you, you are going to flush so much money, so much volume down the drain because of it. So again, like, that's something where you just need to trust us, and you need to know, like, it is for your benefit. I remember when my coach Megan told me that, I was like, what? Like, I just signed up. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, do we have the money to sign up? Like, what do I do? You just have to keep their account active at 50 PV, because you're not trying to hit Success Club in their account. So I always order it Energize and like Hydrate or any of those extra things under Josh, and always kept Shakeology on 90 PV under mine. But so like, that is the first controlled account. And make sure when you go to sign up your spouse or your mom or your parent, you have your coach look at where the best placement is, because there is a better placement for them. But I also want to talk about that second coach. And this is the big mistake that I see a lot of coaches make, is they wait around for that person to just appear and that person to just happen. When if I were to do this all over again, I wish, like I said, this is the top of your organization. You're building a solid business. Why wouldn't you put someone else? It doesn't have to, obviously you can't do your husband, but like, I wish I would have put my mom or my sister or someone else I like loved, that, hey, if they wanted to build that business one day, they would have an amazing spot. Or hey, like, maybe they would let me build their business one day, or something along those nature. But thankfully I did get really lucky, because one of my really good friends, well, she wasn't at the time, we were good friends, but then because of Beachbody now we're like best friends, but Jody is signed up like right under me. But I really regret not having my mom, like just signing her up, because in my head, I told myself, she rolls her eyes at MLMs. She doesn't like this stuff. She wasn't even supportive of me really joining. But now she drinks Shakeology every day. She does every single workout program that I do, she does. Like, she loves it. And I wrote her off in my head for, I don't even know, because I was scared. I didn't think she wanted to do it. So what I wish I would have done is just been like, hey mom, let's get healthy together. Try out this shake for a month. Like, let's do a program together, and like, let's get you signed up a coach, and let's do this. Like, let's see if you, like, I'm trying it out. Let's do it together. Because why wouldn't I want someone I love right there doing it with me? And I know Caitlin is on this call, and like, I'm going to shout you out for a second, Caitlin, because she signed up as a coach. Maybe it was 2 weeks ago now, but like a week and a half ago. And what she did was she took her sister out, they grabbed a beer, and she's like, hey, I have this wild idea. I'm going to be a Beachbody coach. Like, we should do this together. And her sister was like, yeah, let's do it. And now they're like hand in hand, they're crushing it. We got on a one-on-one call last week, and I'm like, this is what people need to do. You just need to go ask someone close to you, like, come try this out with me. I don't really know what I'm doing, but like, I have a really great feeling. And if it's not for you, that's okay. But like, let's just go. So my point is, don't wait around for that second person. You need to take action. So that's why we always say Emerald, really every rank, but especially Emerald, is a decision. It's not something you wait around to happen. If you want people to take you seriously in this business, you got to start acting like it's a business. And so start taking action. Okay, and the last thing it's gonna do, it is gonna just bring that credibility to the business. You're gonna get shouted out on our team page. Dana's gonna do her weird GIF, post her weird GIF green dance. Once you go green, you never go back. And it's just gonna be a lot of fun. Your friends are gonna see like, oh, she's actually doing something with this. And like I said, you're gonna open up that second way for Team Cycle bonus. And so if you are not Emerald yet, like, that's something, like I'm saying, we should have a lot of Emeralds popping by Thursday, because it's a decision. It's something that you get done because you are a CEO and you are a boss of your business. So I'm passing it on to Dana. She's going to bring us on home with her preacher incredible ways with words.
Okay, yeah, so I was nominated to bring it home for you guys tonight, so I feel like I have like to live up to something. I'm tired. But anyway, okay, so I kind of have two things I want to touch on just to kind of bring it all home for you. So the first thing is to just lean in. You know, as I like listen to all these guys talk, I have like a million notes in front of me right now, but I really just have two things I want to share. The first is to lean in. As I listened to them talk, I just kept thinking like, not all teams have this, you know, like this close, like these leaders. And it's not really anything different or special. It's just, you have to plug yourself into that though. Okay. You can't just you can't even just hop on calls and just sit and watch and expect to feel like, I don't know, I'm not saying it's like a club, but to feel like really a part of it. You have to lean and plug yourself into it. And why would you not when it's right here? It's kind of like our fitness. Like if you were to stop working out, what benefit is that going to give you? If you were to not share the coaching opportunity, like all you have is to gain. So the same goes for being a part of this community by leaning into the community. So what do I even mean? Like, what are your opportunities? And in my opinion, I think they should be really honest or obvious, but I'm going to just kind of lay them out here with you right now. So lean into the team calls, show up, get in the chat, let us know what's going on, talk when you first get on. Maybe that's scary, but it's all about getting out of comfort zones. This whole call is kind of about getting out of comfort zones. Message pods, maybe you're in one with new coaches, like be active in there. Let people know what you're doing. Or if you don't know what you're doing, tell them, I don't know what I'm doing. Can you help me? Ask questions. I listened to what Rebecca shared on the call we did before. I was kind of getting like ideas what I wanted to share tonight. And I know she talked a lot about taking initiative. Like if you notice another brand new coach right now, like ask them like, hey, would you want to do something together? Or would you want to be in a message together? I know like Rebecca and I did that a little bit when we first started pushing for 2-star, and then we would check in every once in a while. It just felt good to do something with somebody that was, you got to be careful but I felt like her and I were pretty good for the most part. Like we had our own paths, but it also felt good to kind of bounce ideas off because we were at the same place and building our business, if that makes sense. Don't feel removed because you watch Star Diamonds talk on this call. Like we were all in your shoes, honestly, because we were such a young team. Like I wasn't even a diamond in January. So it's like, we were all in your shoes not very long ago. So just kind of keep that perspective in mind too. So lean into those things, take initiative, post in the team pages. If you're in Heart and Hustle, like ask questions in there, add value, ask your coach. Like I know we love this. Whether it be in Heart and Hustle or like I have my own team pages, and I think a lot of the girls on here do too. Ask your leader of that team, like, hey, what could I do for you? Like, cause I know if some people came and my team came to me, I'd be like, you know what? You get to post the Success Club check-in next month, or you get to, here's this, I think you'd be good at this. I have been doing that a little bit with some of my coaches, or, hey, would you want to run the next free group with me? I try to pick people out I think are wanting to build and ask them, but it's even better if they come to me and they say, hey, can I do that with you? I'm huge about protecting my personal time, and I work with the working. And so when people come to me, I had a coach just the other day, my personal top coach, she apologized that she says she wants to do everything first. And I said, oh, no. Don't apologize for that. Like that is what you should do. I remember I always like would ask for things. I was like, I'll do it, like right away. But I just knew I had to keep moving forward. Even when I didn't feel like I had a team, the only way to get there was to act like I had one. And so taking upon those opportunities built that confidence, so that then now that I have a team, I'm more comfortable leading a call. I'm more comfortable leading free groups and all those other things, because I took initiative under her wing not way back when, like a year and a half ago. So some of the other things that you have resources to, I love people that like kind of do like to figure things out themselves just a little bit. You know, we're all here to help you, but there are the FAQs. Like I literally will Google Beachbody FAQ MBF, and the first thing that comes up will be the FAQ for all about MBF. Like it's not rocket science. So use your FAQs, utilize your team pages, utilize the search, the back office. Like Brooke just the other day was like, I found these images in the back office, and I was like, duh, like why do I not look there more often for resources? There's that little tab up at the top that talks about like resources or something. It's like if you click it, tools and maybe resources, and there's like documents and forms, and it's all right there. Beachbody Champions page, if you are not in that yet, I typically on my personal team calls, I'm always telling my girls, like, I feel like I really built my business from what if I needed to learn about inviting, I went to the Champions page and typed inviting, found something to listen to, learned from it, took action on it. Like Beachbody Champions, at least once a week, try to watch one of those. The weekly national wake up call, again, I listened to those, pick something I liked about it, take action on it. Okay, because I'm getting at that part next. So those are some of the main resources, and I think most of that's also listed in that welcome guide, or whatever it's called, the success starter guide or whatever. So then the next thing is to take action. So we've shared a lot tonight, and I can kind of like, I'm not saying you guys look like this, but I can imagine how I would feel, and there's like a lot of going on. We're talking about a lot of things, but thankfully Beachbody has condensed it down into one simple tool to keep you on track to Success Club, to all the things you need to do, including your PD, including your workout, and that is the business activity tracker. And this may be a bold statement. If you're not using the business activity tracker, you are not building your business. It is there for you. If you are not consistently doing the actions on that tracker, you are not going to get from point A to point B. And if you do, then I guess you've got some kind of magic that the rest of us don't. But that tool should not be an intimidator. It should be just that. It should be a tool that you are using, but you are finding a way that it works for you. And if you're not sure, actually, let me see if my paste is still, there it is. Okay, there we go. I just shared it in this chat. And I have another one that my coach created that I really love. That's a simplified version. But again, you need to find what works for you. Something that I took from Rebecca is to work hard, play harder. I was like, wait, I'm going to say that wrong. Just to work hard, play harder. So find the times in your day, find your schedule, look at that best business activity tracker. I was huge excuses of time when I started. And I found that I sat on my bed for a couple hours a day laying with my kids, and I'm like, well, that's silly. Like I could totally work because I'm scrolling my phone. Find those pockets where you can have focused work time with that business activity tracker. And just you have to zone in and do it though. Because if you don't, like if you allow this things over here, check these messages or watch your stories, that is not a focused work hour. You need to set a time aside, the time that you are committing to consistently do that work. Just some tips I have, like with the work hard, play harder, is to turn off notifications and things like that if you can, so that when you're sitting down to work, you are working and you're not feeling like you're constantly pulled away, like when you have time with your family or things like that. I am pretty clear, like I check messages in the morning for myself, nap time, or like a lot of people, lunchtime, and maybe in the evening, and that's it. I try really hard not to get back to like customers or coaches and things like that, just to protect my time and to not feel burnt out in the business, because we definitely don't want that. I don't want you guys to think that we're coming at you like hammer, like do this, do this, do this, do this. We want you to love life, guys, and we want to love it together. So that's why we want to help you really find a system and utilize this tool that works for you. So yeah, so take action using the business activity tracker, doing all the things that we just shared. So the kind of like take it home questions that we have, and maybe if you want to, I can type them down too really quick. If you want to write them down. So there were, I guess I'll do the same 3 that Rebecca asked on the last call. So the first one was, let your coach know what PD you are currently listening to or reading, because truly I agree with everything that's already been said with that. I mean, my mindset is not right, then I can't pour into other people if my mind's not in the right place. So you need to make sure you're doing something for that. The second one was, what is a takeaway from this call tonight you are going to put into action this week? So what's something that you are going to do this week, which honestly you should like just go do the business activity tracker. You should do all the things, but what's one thing that you know you're going to take action on? And then the third thing was, you can think about these too. What time of day are you going to work your business? And I'm huge on this one. With my coaches, I really like them to sit down, and I encourage them to write out their entire day from the time they wake up to the time they go to bed, like what they do, to really help them find those pockets of time. So I would encourage you, if you're like, I just really don't know when, then to do that. Write out your day and see, maybe you don't have a full hour and you're going to do more like a Power Pocket style. Awesome. There's a Beachbody Champions video about Power Pockets, so you should go watch that. So what time of day you're going to work your business. And that is that. But really, I think the biggest thing is to do the tracker and to lean into the community and just be a part of it. And that's what I wanted to share. Hope I brought it home. I'm like losing my voice, so it must have been good.
I think you brought it on home. Woo! Love it. So, okay, make sure you get those 3 questions answered to your coach. And yeah, I'm so glad you guys are all here. I love doing this stuff. It's, of course, it's Monday night. It's tiring, but like, it's so worth it. And it's fun just to lean in and do it together. So everyone, get good sleep, get on nice and early on the virtual gym in the morning, and let's crush this week, because we still got a lot of months left in 2020. So good night, everybody.